Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. And let me holler you real quick. Don't fold under pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Don't give up just because the going gets tough. If you gotta scream, you gotta shout, you gotta cry, let it out. Pause real quick, but then once you're done, get back in the game. Understand that you're gonna turn to something phenomenal. You're gonna make some shake. You're gonna create something spectacular because of under pressure that you've been feeling. Understand that this is just a season right now. This season, it might be hard. It might feel like you're going through a lot of pain. It might feel like, what did I even do this for? Remember who you were when you started. Remember why you wanted this. Remember why you even tried to do this in the first place. All you have to do is remember why, and that will be your way that you can use this fuel to keep going. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're internalizing, that pain, that sadness, that trauma, whatever it is, use this fuel, and then you can finally move on. Sometimes until we deal with what we actually have to deal with, we can't move on. So you have to internalize it, understand where it's coming from, and then we can use this fuel. We can get to the next chapter of our lives, and then we can leave it behind. Leave it behind. Don't be afraid to reach for something. Reach for something better. Keep your hands out. Put your hands up and reach for the stars and watch them all align. Don't fold. You've already done so much. You've already achieved so much. Even if it doesn't feel like it, those small steps you've been taking is going to lead to something greater. So don't fold. Don't fall under pressure. It doesn't feel good in the moment, but it's actually helping you. It's a good feeling, but it's a bad feeling. But it depends on how your mindset is. It depends on how you look at it. Because yeah, the pressure feels like you want to, you want a time limit, you want a crutch right now, you feel like you want a deadline. But understand this is that without that pressure, you wouldn't feel any reason to keep going. That pressure that's on top of you, that's on top of your shoulders, is the reason why that you keep walking, you keep running, you keep going to the next goal, you keep going to the next thing. If you didn't have that pressure that was on you, you just lay around and not even try. A lot of people that don't feel that pressure to make some shake are actually lazy. They don't want to do anything. If you don't feel any pressure to make something better of yourself, then you wouldn't try. So look at it as like, oh, this pressure is pressuring me to want something more. If you didn't feel this way, if you didn't feel all this stress that was on you, not all this stress, all this pressure, all this angst that's telling you to keep going, that you want something more, you really wouldn't want something more. You'd be happy with just being normal. You'd be happy with being mediocre. You'd be happy with not wanting more. The fact that it's put on your heart, the fact that you want something better, the fact that you know you deserve better is the very reason why you striving for better. It's the very reason why you even started. Don't fold. Don't fold. And think of it this way. If you need an incentive, the people that have been watching you, because they're watching. Because remember that, there's energy vampires out there that want to take your energy because they have none of their own. But that's another story, that's another topic. Understand that there's people watching you, they're gossiping, using your story, using your pain, using your trauma as material to talk about you, while they're not doing anything. They're waiting for you to give up so they can point fingers and laugh. I knew he couldn't do it. I knew she couldn't do it. They're waiting for you to do that. Once you give up, all the stuff that everyone's ever said about you, you're indirectly proving them right. Now, I'm not saying you should use that as fuel. I'm not saying that using other people's negative comments, I'm not saying that you should, but I'm saying whatever you need to keep going, good or bad, you need to use it as fuel to keep going. It doesn't matter. If it's something your mom said, your dad said, a classmate said, a peer said, a teacher said to you back in school, if you need to use that to say, I'm going to prove them wrong. Now, I think you should do it for you. Sometimes you got to prove yourself wrong because you felt like you couldn't do it. As many times as someone else told you couldn't, you probably told yourself you couldn't even more. But whatever you need to get back in the game, whatever you need to dust yourself off, wipe them tears and get back in the game, you need to use it so you don't fall. Because remember, you're not just letting people around you down. You're not even just letting yourself down. But also, you could be letting the world down. Because understand this, how many people you think need your spirit, need your expertise, need your light, need your energy? How many people you think would feel inspired, would take an inspiration to what you do, to who you are, to the things that you bring? How many people you think need that right now? So much negativity, so much evil, so many energy vampires, so many evil spirits. How many people do you think need you? They need you. They need us. This is the evil people out there. They got no problem showing themselves. They in the comments. Not here. We positive over here. But I'm saying they everywhere. Go in any comment section. It could be a person baking a cake. It's gonna be a bunch of negative comments. For why? For what? Just a lady baking the cake, a dude baking the cake, a dude, making comedy skits, a dude or a girl skateboarding. It's gonna be negative comments. You could find a video of someone feeding the homeless. It's gonna be some negative comments. Why aren't you feeding the homeless, homie? Golly. But that's another conversation. All I'm saying is that the evil spirits out there have no problem showing themselves. So it's us here at Hero over here. We need to be showing our light and spreading our light just as much, because it's needed right now, especially in these times in the climate and the world that we live in. So understand that you're depriving the world of your light. You're depriving people of seeing the light, the positivity, the energy, the angelic energy that you have in you. You're depriving people of that. Not intentionally, but you being scared. You might be scared that you're standing alone, but you don't know who's going to back you up. Maybe you putting yourself out there is the inspiration that other people that have light within themselves to put themselves out there as well. Now you just inspired one person, and that one person might inspire 5 people, and it goes around. You pay it forward. But nevertheless, don't fold. Don't fall under the pressure. That pain, that sadness, whatever you've been through, it doesn't define you, but it does shape you. And it will shape you into a better person, because whatever you've been through, you don't want anyone else to go through it. So you're going to spread love. You're going to spread love, because love always wins. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe, you like it if you're new. You got this, homie. It's already yours.